Hey everybody, it's coconut water in here today, so I'm extra happy. Welcome to Greasy Ducklings Whistle Humbly from Sammy D on Patreon. Support this show, join the 420 Club at patreon.com/gettingdoug. Come see me live. I do my podcast, Doug Loves Movies, all over the place, including the Sacramento Punchline on Halloween. And then I'm doing stand-up, 2 shows at the Punchline in Sacramento on Friday, November 1st at 7:30 and 9:45. And then I'll be in San Francisco with a Doug Loves Scary Movies taping on November 2nd. Because, you know, Halloween weekend just rages through till November 4th. And that's at Cobb's Comedy Club, the beautiful Cobb's Comedy Club. Doug Loves Movies, 420. I think I said all that already. For all my dates and deets and links, go to douglovesmovies.com and enjoy the show.
Well, that's how you start. Huh?
I like to get a room ready for anything. Anything could come out of our mouths, so I start by yelling out Nazi. Welcome, blast off. I am here with... Have you been on the show before, Bri?
No.
Okay. First time on this show. Yeah. Yeah, that's Bri Pruett. And then for the 53rd time on the show, it's Ngaio Bealum.
Hey! 54 with the mezzanine.
Yeah, so let me tell you what all these pipes are loaded up with, Bri.
Okay.
We've got...
Wait, let me guess.
oh.
I don't think I can, actually.
All right. The
Wait.
sativa today is super sour diesel.
That's not that.
Is it?
I don't know. Is this Steve in here?
We put sativa in all of them according to the damn
Super
king
sour diesel? Well, then yes.
of North America.
Well, wait. Maybe.
What part of your body are you checking in with?
The diesel.
Is it brain, heart, soul? What are you?
It all combines. It all combines.
Palate.
It's got to go through all the senses.
Okay.
It's,
I buy that.
It's got a little bit of the diesel-y aftertaste to it. When you think of that word gas, right? It's that diesel flavor. That it's like thick, almost kind of menthol coating the tongue. It typifies.
May I try?
Typifies the diesel.
Any of these?
Yes, please. Anyone you'd like. Let's get you in the game.
Let's just start smoking weed, man.
Yeah.
I've waited all day.
Me too.
I know.
I didn't really wait.
Yeah.
You gotta lay down a base.
Like 9:30.
I had an early flight. 10 o'clock.
We got an indica, Ngaio, if you're interested. And I want to know if you've ever heard of this before. It's called Cruise.
No. What, do you know the genetics?
Tom Cruise grew it.
Yeah. It's from the Scientology labs.
They're doing science over there.
Yeah, science and weed.
Just one science.
They just started a thing in Colorado. Actually, it's a random story. I was at the High Times Cup in Colorado, and a friend of mine had an apartment that used to be Scientology dorms. That's it. That's the whole story.
Oh, okay.
They were nicely laid out, though.
You're the next M. Night Shyamalan.
The energy was weird.
But you gave us, prior to the show starting, we're both very excited about it. You have your own
Yes.
pre-rolls you were passing out.
The Ngaio 420 pre-roll in conjunction with the
Can't wait.
mothership.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's very
This is
cool.
a Tahoe Nebula.
Yeah.
It's from Mendocino County, grown by my friend Mark at Green Shock Farms. I love to ride around with Mark as he points out the farm and all the spots. We picked this spot because we thought they'd have a nice sunrise. And we just wanted them to be comfortable in the morning, you know, warm up a little bit. It's just nice. It's full of
That's
magic
so
and hippie
sweet.
love and 20-something% THC. 23.7, no, 20.87%. So it's pretty stony. We can
Yeah.
smoke one. I brought one to smoke.
If you'd like, yeah, if you want to show off.
I mean, we could pass it around the whole studio. Everybody looks excited.
If you want to finish off a Walking Dead man.
Oh, you're already stoned already.
With your crazy. I'll do it. I'll smoke it.
Doug, I've known you 20-something years. I don't think I've ever seen you turn one down.
No, I don't think I can.
Professionally?
I think it's just against the rules. Like, why would
The rules of Doug.
I think I've turned it down a few times in, like, if people ask me in a weird spot,
Jail.
Yeah, I don't smoke weed with people in jail. But it doesn't happen that often, so usually I'm somewhere I can go, yeah, sure, I'll smoke with you.
Sure, I'll smoke your weed.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest place you ever smoked weed?
That's a tough one, because I don't...
Okay. You guys see me getting all set up, and then I intercepted.
Intercepted. It's easier. That's the beauty of the pre-roll. Joints don't break when you drop them. Right? No? Anyone? Thank you. Welcome to Stoner Philosophy. I'm your host.
Oh, that's delicious.
You like that?
Yeah.
Smooth.
Very smooth.
Yeah, it's tasty.
It's a Tahoe OG crossed with Ultimate Indica crossed with a Nebula.
Okay.
It's a hybrid.
Man, how'd they get all those strains to have sex?
Barry White. Barry White is always the answer. Right?
Just put them in a room together and let nature take its course.
You got to separate the girls from the boys, right?
Play some like romantic comedy, Made in Manhattan.
A romantic comedy. That's what you're Netflix and chilling.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I'm
That
clearly-
makes me want to fuck when I see people fall in love. Like, let's make some babies.
Romance is fucking hot.
Romance
Whoa,
is
this dialogue is pithy.
guys wanna-
Please.
Yeah, we'll keep it going the wrong way. I like it.
we just saging the room now.
Yeah, saving the room. Wow. $1 million idea. Witch weed. Put sage. You can smoke sage
People do
in
that
your
already.
body. You put it in the weed, and then you could multi-purpose, but branding,
Branding is important.
Witch weed.
Witch weed. Breeze witch weed.
Breeze witch weed.
And then be like, have you tried Breeze witch weed? Which weed?
When do you guys
which
think I can
Breeze
have a
witch weed?
celebrity weed strain?
Everyone's going to have a celebrity weed strain.
Really?
In the future. Sure. We're
Who's
all
next?
going to do it.
Doug, you gonna get in there with it?
People keep saying, why aren't you doing that? And my answer is, I don't know.
Benson Blunts?
Nice.
It just feels like cheating, but I guess, everybody's doing it. So.
I think like if it's
Feels like
something
cheating.
you want to see in the world, like if there's something missing that you want.
But I'm not going to really do any kind of quality control on it, If
you need a quality control officer. I know a guy. There's probably 6 people in this room that would love to be. How'd you like that job? What do you do? I'm Doug Benson's
true.
quality control weed guy.
It's
Right?
true.
Snoop and Wiz Khalifa have professional blunt rollers on the staff.
Yeah, certainly you have, like me, I have cousins and brother-in-laws that need jobs all the time.
Everybody.
I'm always looking to for other job titles to add to my staff.
Right?
Guitar tuner.
Yeah.
Monkey
I've got
wrangler.
0 staff right now, so I was thinking, like, if I can get somebody that's like good with weed and a chef and will walk my dog.
I want someone in charge of all my apps, all the
Get
updates.
somebody take
I
care
don't
of
want
that
to
for
do
me.
any of that shit. If any of them are going to charge me, all my recurring fees, officer.
All your recurring fees, so everything. You need a Gal Friday, a Guy Friday?
Sure.
An executive assistant, I guess, is the...
What would you want to have? What would you want to, if you started staffing up?
If I started staffing up, someone to drive me around, really. That I
A
don't
driver, that's a really
I
good
don't
one.
like
Yeah.
sitting in traffic in LA, so if I could just sit in the car and do other stuff while someone else drove me around, that would
Right,
probably be
someone
the
that's
first
Just a
thing.
good, smooth driver.
Just a
Just
good
gets
smooth
you
driver
there
who knows the way,
without
get
a
me
bunch
there.
of hassle.
Okay, I got one.
Right.
What
right.
about someone to be low-key mean to your friends so you don't have to be like a tough love person, because sometimes your friends need gentle roasting.
That passive is very
That's
aggressive.
yeah.
I'm a Pisces, you know. I'm very kind.
Listen,
If you're putting
go
a
tell
if you're-
Jennifer she shouldn't be such a bitch right now.
Just like with the like, I kind of whisper a joke, and they're like, "Hey."
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Now we know a lot. We just learned a lot about you.
What? That I'm passive?
I mean, to have somebody on your staff that does that, that sounds like you'd have to have that situation comes up a lot.
I'm just saying, like, if I were going to outsource anything, it would be attitude. Because I have a reputation that I'm ruining. No. You know, that's part of loving people is encouraging them to be their best. Wow.
Strongly and fiercely.
Yeah.
It's like a Kelly Clarkson audience. They're like, yeah, that's right.
Apparently, we're like life coaches.
Yeah.
Getting dug with life coaches.
3 Oprahs.
Let's talk about your high history,
Oprah.
if you don't mind, Bri.
Would love it.
How and when did you start smoking? And feel free to continue smoking here as much as you'd like.
I like
I've smoked a
thing.
lot.
Doug
Oh, and I
hasn't let
apologize.
that-
I thought you were enjoying it.
You're the
I
host.
was. It is
You're the
great.
host.
It is
think
great,
it's
but I forgot
cool.
to pass it. And
How luxurious
I got
when you
yelled at in
are.
the comments.
Oh yeah, for camping.
Yeah.
Wow, mean you guys. Let him enjoy life.
Look at Holden Caulfield over
That's
there.
that's a very American thing too, though, right? Like take 2 hits relatively quickly and pass it.
You think that's American? Tell me about that.
I will. As a matter of fact, I just got back from Barcelona, and
Amid the unrest?
okay, not just this spring. I was in Barcelona this spring.
Yeah.
And so they have weed clubs there. Weed is still illegal, but you can go to clubs that are kind of like social clubs. They're just like social lounges. They're all kind of different ones. There's like a co-working one. There's one that's just like kind of like a bar, and they got sports and shit and all kind of different things. But they smoke very slowly. There's not a lot of and then pass it. You just kind of hold on to it, chop it up,
cool.
whatever. Then you hand it to somebody sooner or later. That's all going to go around. You know, they also tend to smoke their own joints too. You just roll yours, and then you don't have that problem.
Right.
Right. That's kind of the stonedest I've been in a long time.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
You don't get stoned like that in anywhere else.
No, not anywhere else.
So stoned.
Barcelona's muy especial.
God, I'm fucking so stoned.
That's why they have a list. That's how they developed their list. They were all so high.
I'm just so baked. But shout out, like solidarity with people of Barcelona. They're riding. So.
They're going through some things right now.
But that's cool that they're smoking.
The whole
weed.
world's going through things right now. Smoke weed, everybody.
Smoke weed, everybody. Yeah, I think that the circle.
Finally, we hit on the premise of my program.
Smoke weed, everybody.
Well, we were talking
Smoke
about
weed, everybody.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I love to kick it with a joint. Love a personal. Yeah.
Just a personal.
Yeah.
I saw a couple one time. They it was at a dead show, and they each had their own joint, and they were passing a tobacco cigarette back and forth. Right? Life hacks.
Couple goals.
Couple goals. Yeah. Nicotine increases THC absorption.
Smoke up, everybody.
That's why blunts are so powerful. There you go.
Wow.
Scientific. Welcome to
gross
science.
reality.
Professor
that stuff.
Bealum's house.
Right? I don't wear the tie for nothing.
Okay, sit backwards on that chair and teach us a lesson about life.
I'm going to stand up on the chair, do some science poetry.
What's going on there, Bri?
I think I'm gonna crack the other one just because I'm enjoying this
Wow.
talk about having a solo.
You just like
So
it?
I might
Can you
just-
roll a joint?
I can roll a joint, and I like to roll them real skinny because I'm a woman, and
like that.
I like a very long, skinny smoking device.
Capri. You roll a Capri?
Hey, how about we get back into the long cigarette holders for joints?
Why not? You can do it.
Yeah, I guess now you can be
Damn, dude.
now
okay.
you can be flashier about it. I guess
Yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
have
light
your
it up.
own. I
It's
like
very
that.
nice.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, is when you do those super long joint, though, did you feel like the paper colors the flavor a little more than in a fatter joint? I like a medium-sized joint, right? Because if it's too fat, then the smoke gets kind of harsh, right? Very Goldilocks to me. But if it's too long, then it tastes like paper. It's like a medium, like,
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, we used to try to roll with like the minimum amount of paper possible, so the gummy part was just barely touching the other paper, just so as not to have so much paper in your mix.
Yeah, you really got to know some stuff about thermodynamics and stuff.
Sure, it's an engineering. It's not even. I thought this was a party, not an engineering conference.
Who invited Professor Bealum to the party?
These are the things. It's the gift and the curse.
Yeah, you got to keep it uniform, and the paper burning, you got to like lick it to make sure it doesn't burn.
Doug?
Say what?
Can you roll a joint?
No.
No.
I can't.
You've been on this planet. How many years you been smoking weed?
Oh man, it's been so long that like
we didn't even have joints.
If I was like under pressure, I suppose like if I really needed one, I suppose I could, but I'm always just like, just give me an apple.
Yeah.
And I just, turn that into a pipe and I'm good, so.
Is that your go-to method?
Yeah, that's my go-to.
Oh yeah, you love an apple. Is it the road that made it, the apple be the thing?
Almost every hotel has apples.
Right? You don't have to run down you have to try to find the convenience store. And they'll try to
That's
get
worst
you,
case is you just go to a 7-Eleven and buy an apple and everyone looks at you like, what kind of asshole buys fruit at 7-Eleven?
Stoned assholes.
Yeah. But anyway.
What tool do you use to make your apple pipe?
Oh, just any, again, back to the hotel room concept, just the free pen that's in the room. Yeah.
Pen. People used to roll joints with the Bible pages. That's an old classic.
Room.
Yep, in the hotel room.
I learned recently that it's not.
It's not as healthy for you as you think.
No, it's not frowned upon to take the Bible.
No, it's a free Bible.
Yeah.
It's provided.
Like that's part of why it's there is they think that they've won you over if you take it with you.
Yeah.
And you're like, actually, I was just out of papers.
Or
Exactly.
whatever. Or like I've put it in the prize bag on Doug Loves Movies sometimes. But it's still interesting to me the power that holds, because when I talk about it, some people still get, they freeze up a little bit.
Because they took the
They
Bible.
tighten up. Well, just at the idea of stealing a Bible.
But it's not stealing. It says right there on the thing.
What does it say?
It says you can take this fucking Bible.
Take a Bible, leave a Bible. You have to leave a different religious text. You have to write, listen, I have some ideas too, man.
Well, we're going to delve deeper into those ideas as we get higher and higher in the next two segments. Thank you both for being here, and we'll be right back. Hey everybody, have you heard about our new show, Doing Doug with Dabs? It's me, Alicia, and Taylor hanging out and doing dabs after tapings of some of the regular shows. Sometimes we'll invite a guest, sometimes it'll just be us. The show drops a couple times a month and is exclusive to members of our 420 Club on Patreon. Want to unwind with us after getting Doug with High? Head over to patreon.com/gettingdoug and sign up today. It supports this show, and in return, we'll send you a signed blue card, read your name during one of the shows, and you'll get early access to our pre-taped episodes. Pretty great! Check out patreon.com/gettingdoug to join today. Hello!
Hello.
We are back with Bri Pruett Ngaio Bealum, and Alicia's here with Pot Topics.
Hot topics.
Didn't go off.
It might have
I
underneath
did.
all that applause.
Oh.
We got
It just
quite
really
a
slipped in
studio
there?
audience here today,
Right.
and people that work here.
There's
There are a lot of people in
handful
here today.
Yeah. What's going on?
Well, California Governor Gavin Newsom announced that he did sign SB 34. This is the Dennis Perone and Brownie Mary Act. So what this is going to mean is that all people that work within marijuana, working in compassionate care, whether they're the seller or they're actually cultivating, they are going to be tax exempt now.
What?
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
that's a very cool rule.
What's tax exempt? The growing, the business?
They're not going to be as heavily taxed by the state because they are supplying medicine. And so,
Great.
yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the only downside was that they did have to veto the part that was going to allow terminally ill patients to consume marijuana if they're still in a medical facility. And they said they had to veto it only because it just wasn't working out with, the federal laws. So they didn't want to lose Medicare and Medicaid.
You got to reach across the aisle and cut those terminal patients, That's
Sorry,
that's
Grandpa.
politics,
You gotta carry that IV
You got to kick the habit now.
outside to smoke that joint. You can vaporize, though, probably. Slide them some edibles.
I
They
mean,
can for sure.
There's suppositories if they can't eat
in
you.
the
You can always just
hospital.
boof.
Definitely other ways to get it for sure.
Yeah.
A little olive oil.
Wow, that's really great, man. It's like put that on the list of things that I thought were already happening, but
One more good
Crazy.
reason to keep your medical cannabis letter of recommendation in the state of California. Too.
yeah, mine is not. I let mine expire.
They're
I
so
should get
cheap
mine.
now, and you
Yeah.
can get it
How
on
much?
the internet for like as little as $30, I think.
No, really?
Don't go to the
Yeah.
internet, doctor.
All right.
It's crazy.
No internet doctor?
But if you have the letter, you can carry up to 8 ounces. And apparently,
8 ounces.
Yes, and you don't have to pay the sales tax.
so much.
Yeah, let's do it, guys.
How much are you carrying right now, Ngaio?
Not much today, actually. I only think I have 3 or 4 doobies, and then whatever I got in my bag. I flew, so it cuts down on it just because I didn't want to check a bag.
Were we gonna try something specific of yours?
We've been smoking this joint.
The one we've
That
been
is his.
smoking?
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay, cool.
How's it going?
Apparently, it's good.
I think it's great. Yeah. it's so good. I don't remember doing it.
Smoking 2. I don't remember smoking 2
Yeah,
of
it's
them.
really effective.
Yeah, it's good. The audience is enjoying it now, and maybe it'll be
That's
back
what
here
happened.
later.
It's a good looking
That's
audience.
what
This is
happens.
good,
It went
nice.
away. That's
Here's
what
the other
got
one.
my attention.
It refries well.
Is it a?
What else is going on in the world of pot?
Ooh, this is fun. October 17th, edibles became legal in Canada.
All right.
But there is a 60-day hold, just a weird law where they have to check in with their health department. But by mid-December is when they will officially be for sale in stores.
Just in time for cannabis-infused maple syrup season.
Ooh, cannabis
Which-
Christmas.
Whoa!
Eggnog. I mean, I don't think that sounds good, but other people probably love
Really
that.
good syrup, though. You guys know, like, really good syrup is important, and to infuse it with cannabis.
What about the Vermont stuff? We're gonna have a syrup skirmish.
I don't-
Like, don't even talk to me about Vermont, dog. What the fuck?
Listen, I'm not regional about
Regional and reasonable.
about scissor.
Region
You're so
reasonable.
regional.
I'm not reasonable about scissor. I'm sorry, I get loud, sound person. Regional syrups aside, really good, high quality, grade A. You go to Trader Joe's, spend that $19, okay?
Right? For like a gram.
Get it! And then cannabis, wow.
That was a long story.
I'm so sorry. I have strong opinions about food, and
You like maple syrup, apparently.
and stoners enjoy everything. So you guys got to hear the truth. That
I'm just saying, what?
that's an upgrade.
What
That is
Canadian?
a breakfast glow up.
I used to carry my own maple syrup to restaurants that I know didn't have it. What are the Canadian? What would be the best Canadian infused cannabis foods? Poutine,
Poutine.
Oh,
cannabis infused gravy,
probably.
yeah, cannabis
Yeah.
gravy sounds great.
cannabis gravy.
Be very herbal, lots of
Thanksgiving's coming.
rosemary.
Rosemary. I
I
like
like
lots
that.
of sage.
Wow.
in my
Yeah,
gravy.
sage.
Sage, rosemary, all the herbs.
Delicious.
Welcome to Food
Write
Talk.
this down, everyone.
Yeah, this
It's
is
very
all
good
important.
to have gravy opinions. So
Welcome to Gravy.
You're gonna have
Opinions.
gravy.
Welcome to Getting Gravy with Doug.
I'm down. I'll do that show.
I should have a gravy tasting.
I like gravy. Next topic.
hot topics.
Gravy topics.
So if Florida does manage to legalize here soon, which they are hoping to do, they're
on,
now
Florida.
projecting that this is going to create 100,000 new jobs in Florida. So by 2025, they think that over 128,000 people will be working in the marijuana industry just
Can
in
you
Florida.
say the second number again?
Um,
How many jobs?
The second number.
128,587. Can you?
Now say it backwards.
120,000 jobs.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
huge.
just and that's just directly like the growing and the selling, because there's always all those other jobs too, right? Billboard companies apparently are the biggest
snack
winners.
makers.
Snack makers.
Yeah.
Lawyers, accountants, software, all that
Cops.
stuff. Cops.
Yeah.
There's they just invented a new breathalyzer that
What?
not only, well, it's not going to be out for a while.
Hey, Gaia, what?
Yeah. In Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah. But it's not out to the cops yet. But you'll be
Come on,
okay.
Pittsburgh.
But not only it doesn't not only does it
doing?
detect THC, it can detect how much THC,
Oh.
right? So, but listen, there's still no recognized threshold. Everyone's different when it comes to weed. It's not like booze.
Fascinating.
I just wrote a thing about it. We could talk about the studies.
Well, you know, I have the
don't wanna-
ongoing theory that the, driving has been a real clear indicator of how weed can not affect and impair somebody as much as one would imagine, because we'd be hearing a lot more about in all these states that
Yeah.
are legal, they'd be saying so much about, they'd be giving us
Traffic
the
problems,
numbers
yeah.
if there were as many accidents and things being caused by people who were solely under the influence
No,
of
they would have loved to
marijuana.
sensationalize that if it was
No,
happening.
it's true.
Yeah, and it's just not happening. So
What
Studies
is
show-
happening is like fake news stories where they show that somebody's driving poorly and it's actually an alcohol related test
Yeah.
or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Remember that video that was going around? It was like, look at this. This is meant to design for a crash course.
did see
of
that.
These people are high. And it was like actually.
Sounds like the people who
You've
wrote
seen
it
the
were
news?
high
Didn't they
shit
just like
before.
blur the windshield, or they like wore something that
They're
just
wearing
blurred
goggles,
their vision?
and the goggles
right.
literally said like alcohol impairment goggles, and it's like, no, guys, come on,
Your
you don't know
goggles.
stuff. Don't.
No. when they did the studies, they
Yeah.
found that stone drivers weren't any less safe, and then they also found that if people thought they were too high, they didn't want to take the test. Right? Like, hey man, it's time to take your test. No, man, I'm good. I'm gonna sit here for
Yeah.
a
Right.
minute. I'm not ready
Yeah.
to drive.
was a
They
home.
hang out.
drunk person
drunk
would say,
person's
"I'll
like,
go ahead and do it."
Yeehaw,
Yeah,
fuck yeah,
because-
hold my beer.
Drunk people are affected by the indecision.
It
High
loosens the
people have much
inhibitions.
better judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally.
But also, I really hate, now that's Halloween, you see all those ads again, or like those false articles of like, check your children's candy, it might have THC in it. And everyone's like, no one's wasting that on your
Weed's-
dumb child.
Weed's
expensive.
expensive. Right.
So expensive.
I gave all the dumb kids in my neighborhood my weed. I showed them I get to eat all this candy and get a stomachache.
Right. Enjoy watching Netflix, little fucker.
Is this episode? It'll be in time for Halloween, right?
Well, I
Yeah,
suppose we'll
next
find out.
week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right before Halloween.
It's exciting, guys.
What day is
Halloween.
Halloween's like Friday or Saturday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Next Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Thursday night.
Goes
Halloween.
fast.
Well,
Or actually today. No. When does this air?
Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, so it's 2
in
days before
from
Halloween.
now, it's
so
Halloween. Amazing.
2 days before Halloween, remember to buy candy.
Right? We're like on Jeremy
And I
Barry
hope you
time.
enjoyed those parties the weekend before Halloween, because
Pre-game.
Halloween really gets stretched out when it's on a Thursday.
Because they'll also
It's true.
party the weekend after, just in case.
People will.
Yeah.
But people,
It'll be two
they kind of
weekends.
pre-funk. You start pre-funking the weekend before. Maybe you unveil your prototype.
You
Right.
gotta start washing your tights. You know? Buy some new fishnets, maybe. You buy your
Right.
false eyelashes. You need it. False eyelashes. And eyelash glue. You have the eyelashes, but do you have eyelash glue? You don't wanna be going to Walgreens stay away from the Walgreens on Halloween, everybody. Oof. Get out of there. Walgreens at like 5:30 on Halloween is a nightmare.
Right?
100%.
They're
What are
probably
people?
already out of fishnets.
What are they so desperate for?
Oh, you gotta get eyelash
all
glue.
the
Eyelash glue, lipstick.
Candy.
Candy.
I forgot candy. I'll just go to Walgreens. It's on my
Condoms.
way home. There's a
See,
million
but this
of
is
them.
why you just go shopping after the holiday when everything's on an awesome sale
There's
and
one
you can
asshole
still
there
have
trying to
candy and
buy an apple.
eyelashes.
Oh, sorry.
And apples.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
everybody's
I
different.
apologize.
That's like an actual smoke circle. That's how a conversation ends. Is everyone pretty much taps on? I got it. No more on that one.
Scene.
Yeah.
Blackout.
You guys want to do a marijuana know something?
Yeah.
How old are most diamonds?
Oh, God. Diamonds.
Yeah,
The Gemstones is in its
how
first
old
season.
are they? I don't know how they could say most diamonds. I don't get it.
How about 1,000 years old?
100,000 years old. $1.
I thought you were going to lift a diamond onto the table. Like, wow.
Yeah, yes,
Whoever gets closest gets
let's
it.
gaze at this example of a beautiful diamond.
No, it's a lovely Dia de
There
los
we have
Muertos
it. Yeah.
necklace. Is that
Well,
for the holiday season?
This
Wait, what
came
is
from
that?
an event called Fantastic Fest.
Oh.
Or no. Oh no, somebody gave this to me on 311 cruise, but it's the same skull, looks similar to the skull. There was a logo for a
Yeah, thank you. That's one of the things I really like about you, Mark. That's really, your self-awareness is really nice. Well done, dog. For real. Please don't leave me hanging.
Boom. Worth
All right,
From there, I moved to Timbuktu.
so we're just guessing just numbers? Like, okay, I got 10 minutes. They're 10 minutes old.
10-minute diamond.
I mean, I don't understand, like, aren't there old diamonds and
Well,
new
it takes
diamonds?
thousands of years to for the carbon to press deep in the bowels of the earth. Well, what's the answer?
This question.
Oh, sorry, you don't know.
I mean, they don't die,
just
so
wanna
how
know
can
the
you say
answer.
how old they are?
They don't die. We can't cut it open and count its rings. They're microscopic.
Yeah, so I don't know why. I would think lots of them are older than other ones.
Do you flip it over? Is that how you figure it out?
I
or-
pull this card away. Do we have any more guesses?
I think that's it.
Okay.
I don't know shit about geology, guys.
Don't
I
know
wish
much
I
about
did.
geology.
Wouldn't it be sick if I just had like a bunch of geology knowledge? Boom. I have a doctorate in geology.
It's a different matrix.
Do you think that those 7 guys that were hanging out with Snow White, when do you think they'd know the answer to this question, or do you think as diamond miners they just go in and do their job and they don't
No, I
worry,
meant
they don't
diamond
worry
min-
about the age of the diamond?
Doc
I'm a diamond
probably
miners.
knows. And Grumpy knows what he's mad about.
The
They know.
answer is
That's why Grumpy's mad, because he
good
knows the secret of the
Christ.
diamond.
What is it?
about 3.5 billion years.
Oh.
You know, about.
Oh,
Give
okay.
or
Give or
take.
take.
Yeah.
What's a few
About-
errors between friends? This is the average age. So
Why
some are
would
much
we
older.
even? I guess maybe somebody might have guessed something like that, but wow.
Well,
Now we know that.
I know Superman can do it in like 10 minutes with a combination of heat vision and super strength.
And now they make
Because he
diamonds.
cured
Right?
an old man's cataracts one time.
Now I get it. Every diamond that you find out there in the rough is
In the rough.
when you find it, it's 3.5 billion years
Yes.
old. That's how long.
On average.
That's how long those diamonds were created.
That's how
Ago.
long it takes you to find it.
Right?
Yeah.
They're like stars. That's how long it takes for the light to get to us.
They're just all the same age, you know.
I don't know if they're all the same.
They're all brothers and sisters.
It's 1 litter of diamonds.
all-
A
yeah.
litter. Nice. I wish somebody would litter diamonds.
Well, thank you, Alicia, for helping us out with
Hey,
that,
thanks.
and for the pot
Great
topics.
to see you.
Always a pleasure.
And,
There you go. Look at
um,
that. Listen to that.
Yeah, we're gonna go to another break, and we'll see you guys in a few moments with the Dab King. Will be here.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? Scary. We'll be right back.
More coffee.
Ooh-choo.
Second is a long time.
Hey, we're back, and I've got a question for an audience member. Troy, do you do dabs at all?
Yes, I do.
You do? Would you do us out? Would you stick around and be in our bonus show where we do dabs the whole time?
I would love to.
All right.
The whole time.
Non-stop, yeah.
Yeah. So check that out if you get a chance.
Wow.
Or you probably saw that first and now this. So
Little BTS action.
It's really trippy how we have forward jumps backwards and forwards. I don't know what I'm saying.
Timey-wimey,
Taylor.
wibbly-wobbly.
Taylor Rizzo is here. He is the dab king of North America, I think, at this point.
I'm regional.
Possibly also Greenland. And
We're in talks right now, yeah.
Very small island
In
off the
talks with
coast of
Greenland.
Spain.
Yeah, they're nice.
You gonna buy it?
Iceland's they're a little chillier. They're like less into the idea.
Yeah, they'll give you the
Dicey
cold
and
shoulder.
icy.
Yeah, they're totally
cold
dicey
shoulder.
and icy.
Nice.
Absolutely. So he's here to dab us out if we so desire such a thing. We don't pressure the guests into doing it. A lot of our guests are very weed only. You know, they don't make that leap into the
dabosphere?
world. Yeah, the dabosphere.
Well, the challenge of doing a dab, I think, in this format is it's a talk show.
Yeah.
Dabs are not always conducive to lively conversation.
Right, because people just sort of shut down entirely, or just get too amped up.
Quiet and somewhat telepathic.
Oh no.
When it goes green, it's good.
When it goes
Okay.
green.
Well,
Give
in
me
that
another
case,
dab. I want to try that.
I'm very intuitive, and so I'd have to get consent from everyone in this room before I did a dab to make sure your thoughts are safe with me. Is everybody chill? Okay, everybody's nodding.
Okay,
So
everybody says, go ahead, Bri,
Great.
take our
Like a
thoughts.
creamsicle or an orange gelato.
It's really
Kosher
worth
Kim?
it.
yeah,
in the long run.
I'm down to
My taste
dab.
buds
I
are
like
weird
them.
today. It tastes very citrusy.
I
I see where you're
sometimes
coming from.
cough a lot.
Here, I got you back.
Right.
Oopsie.
That was perfect.
That's
That
all
was
you gotta,
very tasty.
That's all you got to say after a lot of coughing. Oopsie. You were off the hook.
Also works for farts.
You got sure.
It's
I
even
just-
funnier than excuse me. Whoopsie. I actually saw a guy lift his hat one time. He was like,
Theater.
public transportation, everybody.
Whoa. You're from Seattle, right?
San Francisco.
Okay, yeah.
But, I bet somewhere in Seattle at the same time, another dude did the exact same thing.
Same thing. And
because that's how
another
it
dude
works.
who looked like you was watching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are in the same timeline.
Thank you.
Metro parallelism.
Who's ready for a dab?
I just had one thing.
I can do one. Or Doug can do one.
No, please, Bri.
Doug needs a little more time.
You're the
I'm surprised
guest.
Doug hasn't called in a designated dabber.
Where should we?
I'll just sit it right here.
That's right. We
The
do
architecture
people.
of a stony, coffee table. You know, the
gotta
feng
move things
shui of a stony coffee table.
It's pretty good.
It's art.
This is
you
actually
know?
pretty clean.
Okay.
All right, here.
for a
Okay, so
coffee
tell me
table.
how it goes.
I'm gonna hit this button.
Okay,
It's
okay.
gonna turn red and it's heating up.
I hit here?
Yes.
Okay.
What temperature
When it goes green, it's good to go.
does it go
It goes
to?
green, and then how long do I have to hit?
As long as you want. You can
Okay.
stop whenever you'd like.
Take a monster hit.
It was very nice.
Killed it.
It was perfect.
Go get rid of it immediately. You don't have to hang on to it.
What temperature do you burn it at?
This right now is at 580. I think it's a little cooler, so it doesn't.
A little cooler. You one of
Doesn't hit
those
the throat
low
as hard.
temps. There's big arguments.
It's
Oh no! You ever hang out with dabbers? Like, there's arguments. 585, bro. You're out of your mind.
There's a-
615. I don't even know.
The numbers.
Yeah,
even know.
it's debatable when it's like using a torch and stuff, and you have a lot of claim left over if you use a lower temperature. But with something
Claim
like
left over.
claim is claim is basically any of the oil
Bring your
that
jargon.
melts down but
Bring
doesn't
it.
evaporate, doesn't get to the temperature that it actually evaporates.
Doesn't melt down.
So you
doesn't
have some
evaporate.
left.
Yeah, it melts, and so it just becomes like a gooey.
And it stays in there.
Yes, but
Got it,
with
got it.
something like this, you're gonna burn off
You
the
still
whole
own
thing.
it, so it's still
Every
part of
time.
your claim.
I claim it.
Yeah.
That extract is
That
mine.
claim is my claim.
Okay, what do we call it? What do we call that stuff?
But
What we're
Concentrate.
putting in there?
This is concentrate.
We got to rebrand it, you guys. It doesn't. I hate that.
Because it makes it hard for you
You
to
didn't know what it was
concentrate.
called.
People say extracts. People say wax.
Well, but that defines the different
Well, yeah. So
appearances.
a wax is a specific type of extraction. This is sauce, but it's still a concentrate. Concentrate is
Concentrate is
the
the.
overall term.
Too bad
Like
there's
the
not a
species.
Schoolhouse Rock of this.
I'm hearing you just said
Concentration.
There's gonna be one soon.
Concentration.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be so good. An educational song about
And get us for appealing to kids.
how dabs
That would be
work.
awesome.
First you
Animators.
take the weed and you extract the THC.
Nice.
I'm just a dab, just a lonely old dab.
What temperature should you cook me? That's the whole conversation they just had.
Yeah, it'd be beautiful.
Well,
Terpene.
okay, I'm telling you right now, I'm hearing
Happy
extract, I'm
terpene.
hearing concentrate. It needs branding. Why don't we just
I think
say
it's already got.
dab stuff?
That's pretty.
They thought about calling it Focus. They're gonna call
Dab
it-
stuff.
They're gonna call it Focus, but Will Smith's attorney stepped in.
Nice. I think.
They're
think
gonna call it Gemini Man,
I
but
think
then
it's called that anyway by people.
That
all the
one
time.
went out to my friend in the audience that has cancer.
Jesus.
Bri Pruett,
Yes.
High Priestess,
yeah.
monthly cannabis and tarot themed comedy show and podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I did that.
What else?
That's not enough.
The next show of that is going
yeah.
to be on the November 16th at Mid City Arts.
Yeah. It's in the neighborhood where we're right now. It's a monthly show. We have tarot card readings afterward. We encourage the audience to smoke weed. Sometimes we have sponsors where we have had the audience drink. Like Sprig was a sponsor for a while, so they sipped. And so the audience was just all kind of stoned and we gave little Dixie cups. It was like a cult, and and then we did a little bit of magic spells, and it was outside and there was a fire and
Wow.
a moon and stuff. So my co-host is Sargent. She's a comic from Austin, and it's very we mostly book ladies, and it's dope. So that I also have a weekly show in Los Angeles called Faded, and I am on Instagram at Bri Pruett, and people can kick it with me there.
And
I'm going to be on
hi-
Playboy.com
Oh,
soon.
neat.
Words, not pictures.
High Priestess Comedy.com.
Why not both?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, High Priestess.
HighPriestessComedy.com for tickets
Yeah.
and deets.
Deets,
I like to say
dates and
deets.
deets.
Ngaio Bealum.
That's me.
Try his pre-rolls.
Oh, man.
Try my
420
pre-rolls.
brand.
How are the pre-rolls, everybody?
Ngaio 420 brand.
Also,
Ashland Gamery on November
Armory.
9th.
Ashland Armory.
I like a gamery.
Well,
Ashland, Oregon.
I'll tell them.
I like where you just
That's
go
lovely.
in and it's like an armory, but it's fun.
Also, I'm doing a new thing on the HelloMD.com app or the HelloMD app. So we do a cannabis-themed trivia show Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 o'clock, and you can win up to $500.
I love it.
So download. It's only on iPhone right now, but download the HelloMD app and turn on your notifications and check it out. It's awesome because you can win money and there's weed,
Very good.
That all sounds great.
right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Two of
Spread
my-
the word.
two of my
Please spread
addictions.
the word. We need more people.
Yeah, I need my gambling addiction to,
Is it even gambling if
involved
you don't
with
put any
weed.
money up?
It isn't.
All right. And it's really a test of skill and knowledge.
Enabler.
It's just a chance. It's not really a gamble.
It's just playing.
Yeah, it's not a gamble. It's
playing,
just a
and I'm
chance.
a player, so I can
And I'm
do
a
it.
player.
Yeah.
And I'm playing just
I
to
just
play.
crush a lot.
Oh, nice.
We're going live here from the Spaceman again on November 5th. That's next Tuesday at 12:15. We'll be so full of the whole 7-day Halloween experience and the stories, things that happened to us during that week of Halloween. It's gonna be a lot of Halloween nonsense. Get ready, dogs.
There'll be candy for
People are gonna be noisy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't eat the chocolate.
Yeah, don't eat the chocolate dogs.
Yeah.
Don't eat the chocolate dogs.
true.
Did I do a dab in this show yet?
No.
Oh, here.
Oh, I got to, I guess.
Got to.
Got to.
Get that concentrate or whatever ready.
The dab stuff.
The dab stuff. Get the dab stuff.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. The dab stuff.
Done.
This is what I've
Totally
been introduced
worth
to. This is what dabs do to me. Thank you.
Okay.
Can we play that whenever I come out?
Would you?
Oh, that'd be neat.
The dab stuff.
Okay, I got another marijuana note something for you guys while I'm doing this. I'm gonna do it both at the same time.
Impressive.
What percentage of Europeans were conceived in an IKEA bed?
100%.
Wait, one that
Not
was
at the
bought
store.
from
First I was
IKEA?
like,
Yeah,
at the
hold
store?
on.
Because that would bring it down a little bit.
I'm gonna say 9%. Just
9% of Europeans. So that's how big IKEA is. And are these in-store beds or at home?
I'm not sure.
You're a little. You got to set your clock, Doug.
I can give you two answers.
Are conceived in IKEA, you have to be called like Bjorn, right?
Hofstadter.
Or yeah, Hofstra.
Sure.
Yeah.
Turnville.
There's got to be a J with 2 consonants on either side.
Ooh yeah.
Extra.
I wonder how many. I bet
15%.
I bet you could figure it out if you looked up how many European children are named Showroom.
Nice. Meatball. 15%.
Meatball.
What
Lingonberry.
percentage of Europeans were conceived in an IKEA bed? I don't know why they'd even know that. Is it part of the census? The European census? Hey,
what
you
brings
got
you
an
back?
IKEA bed in there? Did you fuck it in?
Was your kid conceived in it?
I guess we gotta go in a couple of seconds. So I'm just gonna reveal the answer. Should we do the first ever marijuana know something cliffhanger?
This is a heavy one.
Don't reveal the answer till next week.
Same Doug time, same Doug channel.
Oh, who said close to 10%?
I just said 9.
Yeah, it's 10%.
Yeah! I'm the winner.
You go
I didn't even
over.
go over.
Thanks, everybody. See you next Tuesday.
Thanks, guys.
How are y'all feeling?
Feeling great. I actually feel lean and mean and productive and really open and strong.
Nice. We're gonna do some tarot readings after this. I don't know. I'm kind of like a Libra. I'm not a Libra, but I'm kind of like a Libra. Like I could do something, but I could not do something.
Yeah.
Right? Either one would be cool. I haven't decided yet, so that might give you the answer already. And that's how stoned I am. I just speak in riddles now.
I'm gonna go hiking. I'm gonna go right up that fucking mountain. I'm gonna touch the Hollywood sign.
Can you do that?
My hand.
You high five it?
I'm gonna tag it with my sticker. Hop the fence. Tag it with my tag.
Snitching is
Check
an
me
art.
out. I'm gonna tag the sign. I'm gonna do it. It's 95 degrees outside. Take all my shit off.
Naked, just naked up the hill.
Full sprint.
Full sprint.
All the way. That's how I feel. Give me one more dab and I'll go.
Help me get
I'm
these on
just
one
gonna
more dab
go.
and an Italian coffee.
That's how I feel. Actually, I'm gonna watch Practical Magic at least 4 times and order Postmates.
Happy Halloween.